on the same page you mentioned that not just Russians, even the Chinese has issues, for example, on G20 being hosted in the United States 2 years later. And they said, okay, fine, we agree for it, only if you are sure that we'll get the visas.
So that was another big challenge because finally, everybody agreed and, the G7 had agreed except United States. So in the morning, I called up the US Sherpa and he said he'll discuss with the president. Mr. Biden had come in by that time and he said he'll discuss and get back to me. And in 15 minutes time, he got back to me saying two things. One is they wanted to change in one word. Imagine in multilateral discussion, every word, every letter matters. So they wanted to change one word.
And this is a declaration of 6,500 words.
Yeah, one word on the in the document. And they said that before we agree, we want Russia and China to agree. Now, Russia had agreed the previous night after we had said that Zelensky will speak. They had agreed. But China had not yet agreed. And there was, the leaders were coming in and the Prime Minister had come to see Bharat Mandapam in the morning at about 8 o'clock. And he asked me what has happened. So I said, sir, there's a challenge we are facing between China and Russia, China and United States. And the Chinese, at that point, when I got back to the Chinese said that we had agreed to the US hosting the G20 in 2026. We want that line to be removed.
Oh.
So we said, you've already greened it. I can't remove it now. So they said, no, our Prime Minister doesn't want this because the United States doesn't issue visa to us. It doesn't issue visas to people from Hong Kong. They have not issued visa to even the governor of Hong Kong. So before we agree, if we agree, we want a written legal document from United States that they'll issue visa to everyone that we give the name of.
Right.
Now, so from
they wanted India to speak to the United States.
Yeah, this was a bilateral issue. They wanted it to be sorted out multilaterally. So the meeting started, the leaders' meeting started at 9:30. From 9:30 to 12:30, I had to negotiate between the US Sherpa, the Chinese Sherpa, and we negotiated. The Chinese wanted a legal document. I finally told them that I'm a native English speaker. Instead of getting a written guarantee, it's better to get a letter saying that we will ensure that you will get visas.
Right.
And that's how we finally managed it. We used the word ensure.
Right.
And the Americans gave a letter saying that we'll ensure that visas are issued. And that's how we managed it finally.
And then the New Delhi Leaders Declaration.
So we finished at about 12:30. The lunch happened, and the first thing after the lunch, at about 1:30, the Prime Minister announced that the New Delhi Leaders Declaration is through, and all the leaders then clapped, and that's how we managed it finally.